Hey guys, so we are going to do, instead of one big video, one for each section. So for this section, I'm just going to be going over the Unit 1 questions, so basically like the first page or so. Alright, so on number 1, it says M is the midpoint of AB. So that means we have AB is some line segment, and M is the midpoint of it. So we have A and B. And then it says that E is the midpoint of AM. So E is somewhere in here, which is the midpoint of AM. So MB, this length here, is 32. And since M is the midpoint of AB, that means that AM is also 32. And then it says find AE. So since E is the midpoint of AM, that means that AE and EM are congruent, and they are both 16. So AE has a length of 16. On number 2, it says R is between J and K. So we have another line segment, and R is somewhere between J and K. It doesn't tell us where, it just tells us it's on JK. JR is 3x minus 2. JK, the whole length is 7x plus 3. And RK is 5x minus 9. So since we have two pieces and a whole, that means we're going to add the two pieces together. So we're going to add JR and RK. So 3x minus 2 plus 5x minus 9 is going to be equal to 7x plus 3. So we're going to combine our like terms, 3x and 5x, negative 2 and negative 9. So we're going to get 8x minus 11 equals 7x plus 3. So do some moving around here at solving. Subtract 7x from both sides and add 11 to both sides. We're going to get x equals 14. All right, number 3. So number 3, you have angle AOC. So AOC could look something like this. Then it says B is, or draw B in the interior, sorry. So B is in the interior somewhere. And B is going to be right here. So that means we are now going to have the big angle and then two small angles. So it tells us that AOC, the whole angle is 67, BOC is 2x plus 10, and AOB is 4x minus 15. So again, we're going to take those two small angles, 4x minus 15 and 2x plus 10, and add them together to be equal to the big angle. So we're going to have 6x minus 5 equals 67. So that means 6x equals 72. And x equals 12. All right, number 4, we have our fractional distance problem. It says on line segment AB, C is 1/3 of the distance from A to B. So AB, C is somewhere 1/3 of the distance from A to B. If A is located at -7 and B is located at 8, what is the possible coordinate of point C? So first we have to find the total distance. So the total distance from -7 to 8 is 15. So our total distance is 15. So C is 1/3 of that. So we're going to take 1/3 of times 15, and that gives us 5, but we're not done yet because it says it's 1/3 of the distance from A to B. So that means starting at A, we have to move 1/3 of our distance. So we're moving 5, we're adding 5 towards B. So our final step is -7 plus 5 is at -2, which equals point C. All right. Number 5, BE bisects ABD. So that means E is somewhere in here, and it bisects, meaning these two parts are equal to each other. It says ABE is 3x plus 4, and DBC is 13x minus 18. So if we want to figure out the total, the value of x, we're going to have to fill in 3x plus 4 because these two angles right here are congruent. So we're going to have 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 4 plus 13x minus 18, and that is going to be equal to 180 because all three of these lines add up to equal 180 together because they are a straight line. So we're going to have 6x plus 8 and 13x minus 18. So 3, 3, and 13 is going to give us 19x, and 4, 4, and minus 18 is going to give us minus 10 equals 180. Add 10 to both sides. So 19x equals 190. Divide by 19 on both sides, and x equals 10. Our last step says find the measure of EBD. So EBD is 3x plus 4. So 3 times 10 plus 4. Angle EBD is equal to 34. So there are your two answers. And that is it for Unit 1.